Welcome, guys. Welcome to a small video here. I was just from the drama in the past with Elden Ring and everything. I'm bringing it up. I'm welling it up again, guys. No, not really. It's not really directly at anybody, but people say like Elden Ring's too hard, and I'm just like, I just look at it and just say like, people, you're not playing Elden Ring right. If it's too hard for you, you're not using summons. You got to use summons. I'm just gonna go right into it. I don't. I wish I could make this video better, guys, but you guys can definitely use my video if you need to. But people don't use summons. Like they gotta use summons to boss fights, which takes away the boss's power pretty much if you can use summons. The hard boss fights is when you cannot use summons. People will look at you bad when you use summons. But if you want to make the game easier for yourself, there are in-game things to help you. You can allocate all your flasks to health, so you can have a crud ton of flasks. You can get into the bottom map, which you can get flask tiers just running through the game, looking at wiki guides to get you the map generalization of where everything's at. You can run through the game, get the tiers, get all the flasks. So you have like crud ton of flasks. You have a crud ton of that. There's also ways you go into catacombs to get the grave glove ward. I'm sorry, I don't know the correct thing. The upgrade to upgrade your spirits. You can upgrade your spirits. Just take a look at the video on that. When you upgrade your spirits, you can get a bunch of that. You can upgrade them all the way, and you just have this wrecking house of a spiritual summon that you use on bosses. They get distracted for like an hour, and you can upgrade your mana or whatever it is. I'm not sure what it will be called, summon power. So you can do it again, and then you never really have to fight. You just run in, you just boop, boop. It doesn't work on everything. In the late game's different, but you have to, once again, you have to look at a build. Don't, it's like kind of like magic cards. A homebrew deck works, but if you don't know what the heck you're doing with a homebrew deck and you just start throwing cards like willy-nilly, you're gonna get something you don't like, and someone's gonna just wreck you with a aggro deck or something. Sorry about the magic thing, but that's kind of how it is with Elden Ring. You build something you kind of want to move towards. Like you can go towards magic builds, which makes it easier. You can look for, there's weapons in the game that make your life a whole lot easier. Bleed builds. Going bleed is extremely, it's a more intense thing because you have to hit the opponent multiple times. But once again, summons and bleeds, you just keep hitting the opponent, and you hit them a fourth time, it goes and they blow up. So bleed builds are really good. You can use bleed builds. There was the Night in Flames sword, which you can just shoot unibeams out of it and destroy everything. There's a bunch of magical spells that you can get to. It's just and it's also, if you're not like the first boss, like that's hard would be that God, I it's been a little bit since I played Elden Ring, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. The scorpion guy. That guy, I think, crushes people in a way that is bad. But once again, it's an experience. It's more of an experience than it is a game. It's just like you experience the soul crushing defeats, and then you move past it and into like something else. You know, like you're defeating a really tough challenge. It's like an uphill battle, but you can mitigate that with doing the way I'm talking about, running around the maps, getting all the stuff, getting a sword you like that you're comfortable with. It doesn't have to be the best sword. You want to upgrade the crap out of it using stones. There's mines and stuff. You can get smithing stones, and there's somber smithing stones. You can also get them around. There's a whole map you can look for to upgrade your weapon even further. Just get something you're comfortable with, and magic's probably definitely makes the game easier if you go magic class, but I'm not sure how it, in Dark Souls 1 too, Like Dark Souls 1 magic and all that stuff is easier, but I'm not sure how much of a life improvement it is on Elden Ring. But I'm just saying, guys, Elden Ring, I don't think is as hard as people make it out to be. The end game is hard. Every like raid bosses, it's like having raid bosses in the end. The end game's hard. The middle and even the mid game is pretty hard. I mean, it's hard to say if it's a hard game or not because there's 100% block shields where you hold your shield up and it hits your stamina. So when it hits your stamina, you don't get hurt. So you can hold your shield up, take a hit, do a roll after, hit them with the bleed, and then you start just hitting them every once in a while, and then they chunk the life, and then you summon. That will help you out tremendously. But there's 100% block shields. If a boss hits you through your 100% block shield, you don't even get hit with the damage anymore. They took that completely out. You just get staggered. And you could just and the bosses have some bosses are quicker wind-ups, but some bosses have like really strange wind-up mechanics. So you could roll out before you get hit on the last. There's a lot of mechanics, a lot of things you can learn. So just don't just see what you want to do with the game, guys. Don't say it's too hard because I don't think it is. Thank you guys for watching.